All right, it's not. You remember Frogger?
In the
He's
distance,
back.
you could hear a cat
But then I would
yelling.
get exposed for breaking NDA. Sigma already had to deal with that.
Sigma?
E something. E insert number here Sigma.
Was there a Sigma?
No, exactly. But not that we know of. Not that anyone's heard from.
Technically, officially, in the games and the comics, there was never a listed Sigma.
There was
Yeah,
never
I
a
know
Sigma.
there was a few extras in the comics because you had Iota and Kappa in the comics. There's probably a couple of
In the
them.
distance, you will hear a fat cat yelling in glee.
Don't forget about Lambda.
No, guys. I will for one. Lambda, yes! I know that's not the Lambda you're referring to, but yes! But,
No.
That's not what I was saying.
There's also
No, yeah. There is no Sigma.
There's
Can
also
you imagine
a
why? Giga, that's normal. That is completely normal.
But I wasn't smoothing around the robot. I was behind the freaking roots.
I've seen that so often. Like, you saw that in my Team Sonic playthrough a few times.
Level geometry at certain points was not built with these characters in mind.
I was going to say, wasn't there an E Series 5 which ended up being a Gizoid?
That was Battle, and they were just Emerald copies. Only inferior, as anyone else could beat the shit out of them effectively.
And then
But
they
I
brought
could still
back Gamma.
I could still beat them faster though.
So why weren't you in Sonic Battle, Omega?
To be told, I was slated for the game, but then I was removed because I was told I would be too overpowered.
The one thing. Oh wait, I'm on freaking level 2. Why am I using super shotguns? I should be using freaking plasma. Anyway,
Omega left his plasma rifles at home.
damn it! I left my duffel bag at Union Aerospace.
That is not a good place to have your duffel bag. Also, is it just me, or does the rain seem to have time-slowing properties?
But I am looking at this merch. I am looking at the merch page, and good lord, the freaking Amaterasu plushie is expensive.
Can we just admire the fact that that frog just leaped to its death?
I mean, the flickies do that in Marble Zone.
I mean... eh.
And in Oil Ocean, and in Hilltop Zone. We take that. Collision appearing before the stage geometry.
Don't fall. You can't tell me what to do.
Hey kid, you can't skate here. You can't tell me what to do. Okay.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
You also have to take an exam. You also have to take an example. Any sort of. Excuse me.
How can a robot have a coughing problem?
Yeah, we need to clean out its fans.
I have a buildup in my exhaust port.
It's a good thing he has a heat sink. I'm gonna need to clean him up a bit later because,
I saw that pause.
You're telling me.
Well, that's because the game is slowing down and I was constantly pausing and unpausing and trying to unfocus programs to try to speed the game up. Now, I apologize if you hear pauses and such because, yeah. Yeah, exactly. That is good, Shadow. Good precisely.
Precisely. Fuck off.
That's actually sounded like Scar for a moment.
Oh god, now I got reminded. Okay, so I know there is one line in, I think, a Tekken OVA where Heihachi was mentioning that a lion worth keeping is one that can climb the mountains after being dropped. And for some reason, I just imagine just the Lion King, but it's Tekken, and you just have Simba dropping, instead of dropping his father off a cliff, he drops Scar off a cliff.
Long live the king, Scar.
Take the shadow, long live the king.
What are you a king of, Omega?
The robots.
I am the ultimate E-Series robot. Look at the size of my E-Peen.
Hey, Craig, if you're wondering the shut your mouth and take a look at my WAD reference, it's loads of money.
I can't take that phrase seriously at all. E-peen. It's what?
EPC.
No, e-peen. I know what it means. I just can't take it seriously. It was used in an argument and someone trying to argue with me before. And that's probably part of the reason I can't take it seriously, because it's just like, what?
You want to know what it makes me think of? It's like it's like an email. It's like an email for OnlyFans.
I sense a BFG coming up.
I don't know when this BFG comes up.
Hopefully soon. I can't wait to blow my load all over these robots. Metaphorically speaking.
Totally.
I was going to bury you at the windmill. Metaphorically, right? Oh, yeah, right.
What? Okay,
Oh,
right,
so...
Phineas and Ferb, Buford. Oh. Oh, yeah.
One has to wonder how this flower is achieving flight, even though it is currently a freaking monsoon.
Let's just keep moving. I hope Aang's
yeah, dude. She said giant mushroom.
You are absolutely right.
I forgot about both the Avatar edits immediately. I was just like, I was remembering, like, oh yeah, I did put that in there. It's just like, Omega, do the thing.
Okay, those physics, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, there's me not holding it all the way, and then there's what just happened there. Also, by the way, I was gonna say this in part 1, Legend of Korra. Fuck that. It's Legend of Omega.
Legend of Omega.
Actually,
The last gunbender.
you know, Giga, I heard recently that the Korra and Asami stuff was supposed to be handled more tactfully, but there was a lot of corporate meddling in leading to it being the way it was. So the fact that they even got Korra and Asami together in the end was more... It can be seen as an accomplishment given all the hurdles that were in the way. What I
It's just that it could have been handled better. It's just that I would liked it if it felt a bit more earned. But then again, Korra got screwed.
Yeah, at the same time, it's a case where it could have been handled better, and it probably was supposed to be handled better. But that's the thing with a lot of shows and stuff that has been coming out. Like we've heard about the Disney stuff, and a lot of stuff being cut with Pixar films. Owl House getting basically canceled. Dana having to fight for any sort of season 3, and you know, with all the things, Owl House is still rocking it. It's just it's gonna end way too quick.
Well, I still need to watch Owl House, but yeah, it's just like, oh god, why did we have to open that can of worms here? Because yeah.
But on that note, Owl House is on mine because they released the first episode of season 2B, so yes.
Also, the one thing that makes me sad about Korra is that it's like I can compare it to Chrono Trigger. Like the Last Airbender is Chrono Trigger, while Korra is Chrono Cross.
Also, I had the highest score in the stage. No surprise.
Also, who's ready for? I don't know how abysmal this the performance this is, but I think this is my worst performance in the entire stage because yeah, Lost Jungle has its own problems.
I think the level design works, but at the same time,
The problem is I can't punch things fast enough.
can be painful. Like with some experimentation, you can find some pretty crafty and cool paths throughout the level, at least in Team Sonic's. But it can be iffy sometimes.
Also, that's why you don't get too greedy with the annihilate charge,
Okay,
because
so how many curses have been dropped in this? Like it wouldn't be it can't be Shadow without a bunch of curses. Let's be real.
you know.
Give me a moment. Let me try to compute the swear counter.
Well, it makes better use than crypto mining.
I mean, yeah.
And then again, it's not that hard.
Oh dear lord, what the hell was that filter?
That was the acid rain, and how these guys' skin is still surviving is beyond me. Shadow, I know you wanted to do that to make me fall off the stage.
He's
No, I mean that was so dark. That was so dark I couldn't even see the level design.
Yeah. Fine.
It looked like one of those deep fried memes Rude keeps sending me through texts. I keep telling her my RAM can only hold so many meme images, but she's still sending me them.
And just like I had to format a SDXC card to FAT32 so we can fit the extra data.
Be aware, most of my data in my programming is taken up by my weapon systems, my basic function and mobility, my jet thruster programming, and the milkshake blender.
And System 32?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, ignore. Yeah,
Okay.
Shadow.
You'll take it from here later.
Boy. I don't trust my luck. How did that not hit me? Anyway. Yeah, the game does those invisible ceilings sometimes.
you know how to get extra height in flight formation, right?
Yeah.
There's two ways. Either you fly as soon as you touch the ground while in flight, or you fly as at the top of it as soon as the flight runs out, and thus the invisible ceiling is removed.
If there's don't do what I do. I let go too early.
Oh, all the time, Giga, all the time, to the point where you learn not to do it. You just learn. You adapt.
Shadow, you came too soon.
Omega, phrasing.
Not in that way, you dirty fuck.
I don't even know what that frog unlocks. Really.
Yeah, I don't. I know what it is.
The frog unlocks that grind rail.
Also,
No. The grind rail appears anyway.
I love this line. By the way, it's like we're going through it's like we're going to that one part of the Crown Tundra with the Dynamax fruit and such. Joe.
Yes, the one area where you get your ass handed to you by a giant squirrel.
Learn that the hard way.
Who looks like a character from Banjo-Kazooie.
I just call that squirrel a fat fuck.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Also,
Apparently you can also go on top of that mushroom that was to the right of that path, and that that leads to a top path that I never knew about until after we recorded commentary for the other teams.
yeah.
Bitch, I did all the work.
He's Omega's the boy carrying 80 pounds of heavenly joy. Oh God!
They call it heavenly joy because that's where you end up after you taste it. It comes in multiple delicious flavors, such as lead, napalm, pure energy bliss, and can't forget about my favorite one. Can't forget about my favorite one, pure, unadulterated nitroglycerin.
You did not just drink that. You did not just drink that, did you? Oh no, that's not good. That's nitroglycerin.
Don't talk. Don't even breathe. Don't do anything except pray.
Hey, too bad we don't have any nitroglycerin, eh, Milo? Also, I get to just basically cheese this robot, and guess what? That laser gate? Yeah, fuck that. By the way, we'll be seeing those things again in the final level, or zone of the game, or whatever. Oh, that's cute. Another one of you?
Oh yeah, baby!
And now he's up to level 2 again. Okay, get your footing. Come on, let's go!
Doing this is catharsis.
Okay, so I don't know. It feels like this was designed just to have a robot a frog that shrinks things so we can have a frog to grow things again. I'm just like,
Puzzles.
you could, puzzles in gigantic air quotes.
I mean, to be fair, you normally wouldn't see that frog, I think, from, since you're in widescreen, you saw it way before you should be able to see it.
Not to mention in that one, not to mention during the Blue Rat story, that frog wasn't there. He had to light dash, which meant he risked eating himself off the cliff.
Yeah, that light dash in that part can be a little iffy. And what was that popping at the end in front of you there?
It's called the PC part.
Also, this is me trying to skip a section. So sure, I get the 1-up, but then I try to skip it, and then I hit this dang thing that you can't stand on, so I keep bouncing off it, and because the camera is panned to a way where I can't see the ground...
You...
There we go! Oh!
Please tell me you got the 1-up again.
I think I did. I just... Also, yeah, if you don't get out of there, yeah, they'll kill you. Also, I fuck up somewhere in here, and I think it's right now.
Son of a bitch!
Also, guess what?
Can you actually get eaten by the croc?
What?
How do you get that 1-up right there?
Die.
Jeez, Vector's, Jeez, Vector's uncle is... a hoot.
Yeah, worst performance in the entire playthrough, because the next, actually, I don't know if I would count the next performance as a better performance or something like that, but I can definitely tell you that my performance does get a little bit better after Hang Castle, and I say Hang Castle specifically.
And so soon after having the best score, I have the worst score.
E-A. E.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting the freaking character fights.
Yes, because these are totally functional and not at all broken.
Sarcasm self-test complete.
Okay, good,
Okay.
that still works.
That still works.
No, that's Shadow. Oh, hello, Zwat. Nice to see you coming through.
Oh yeah, so we know how this goes.
I had to. I had to.
Hey, did you guys see what I did to Team Rose?
We did not. We had to stop we had to stop a MILF simp.
You, your attempts at trying to mimic my voice embarrass me.
Hey, that's my light. Since when?
Yeah, that is actually the thing. Since when has Sonic ever said something like that?
I think it's like a case of him saying that specific line and just applying to the context of the situation that they're describing. Like, hey, that's what that's what we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, yeah, I hate team fights.
Let me at them. I will throttle them.
Yeah, because you're constantly having to deal with the team, and if you're unlucky like me, they'll pull off a team blast.
Oh yeah, it's been so long since I've sent in a team blast and a team fight, but they can do that. And then for
Like
Team
so.
Dark, oh yeah,
I saw Shadow just standing right next to Sonic.
like, oh.
He is doing his best to embrace death.
Now the question is, can Team Sonic use the blast attack against you? It doesn't look like it, unfortunately. That would be hilarious, though. Actually,
Yeah,
oh, that's testing for multiplayer. We gotta see what that does.
Ah!
We gotta see what does the light speed attack do in multiplayer. Oh, I'm curious now. I am curious.
He has not realized that flight is super effective on speed.
I have been trying to use flight on speed. It still hasn't been. It wasn't working for me earlier. Ugh, this is me just trying to. This is just me trying to just win by happenstance.
Is he going to yeet himself off the cliff?
Giga, this is the point where you learn that Tornado is broken in these fights.
Yeah, I've been having to use that a lot for these fights. Problem is, it's just trying to get the character in the right spot so I can break the tornado. Because more often than not, either they flying off, like even if I get them close to flying off the edge, I get them flying away from the edge.
You just need to try harder to blow him. Go on, make the shippers happy.
Now it's the time to get serious.
Yeah, Twitter complain about Sonamy and they complain about Sonamy when Sonic and Shadow never saw each other that way.
Oh hey, it's Rouge versus Sonic.
Well, it looks like she's gonna have her way with Big Blue. Yeah, I remember.
I can only see this ending one way. It involves lots of springs.
Okay, well,
It's just, hey.
Fuck, my video reset. What time are we at?
almost
we're
done.
at the end of
I
it.
think you'll be fine.
No, but I want this. Oh, well, Rouge won. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you in part 6.
I forgot to focus on the Discord window before I started mashing my springs.